We outside. How y'all doing today? And on today's video, we got something different. Usually we're ripping packs and showing you guys what we get, but I actually want to discuss more of the trading side of the trading card game Pokemon. So I want to talk about what cards you should be investing in pre-Mega Evolutions. Now I'm going to take screenshots of these cards and make them a little bigger on the screen so you can actually see them, and we're going to look at charts of the pricing of these cards and other stuff like that, so you get a closer look and kind of get a better concept of stuff like that. And I feel like there's not much videos describing about what cards you should be investing in, just making traders and other people confused on what you should be getting and what you shouldn't be selling and stuff like that. And the first thing I want to say, the biggest thing right now with Prismatic Evolutions, we all know Prismatic Evolution is one of the most successful sets of all of Scarlet and Violet, and it has the best cards in all of Scarlet and Violet. The cards in that set are just outrageous. They're all so good. They're all amazing. But right now is the best time to buy Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolution sets. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because they have printed so much Prismatic to the point where a pack used to go for about $15, and that's going for about $10. So the first card I want to take a look at is, of course, one that I was just talking about, Bubble Mew. Now, the reason I talk so much about this card, now, personally, I do like Bubble Mew. I think the art is really cool, the concept is really cool, just like how it is in the show. And I'm using price charting, for those who don't know. This is probably the best website to use because it tells you the PSA value of cards, but if you want to know the more like ungraded raw value, I recommend using TCG Player. The reason I recommend using TCG Player is because I feel like it's just much more of a reliable source. Again, use price charting, it is still very good, but if you really want to know the value of your card, look on price charting and look on TCG Player. They are both really good websites to use. That's the first thing to note. And the second thing is looking at the value of cards right here. And you can see in the very first, let's go like past 6 months, right? So we're looking at the past 6 months. This is March 2025. This card is worth $332. As you can see right here, it says 660. That is literally double the value of the card just in only 6 months. Just in 6 months. It's like this with the Bubble Mew, and it's like this with the other Mew from the UPC from 151. We'll definitely take a closer look at that because that one is outrageous. And this is just insane to me. This really goes to show that if you buy a card that is so low, that has been so high in the past, you definitely should purchase it. And a good example, and another really good card that you should be investing in right now, Prismatic Evolutions. I just bought both of these, not bought them, I traded for them. I got these at a card show right here. This beautiful Japanese Glaceon from Terrestrial Festival. Now, again, this is not Prismatic, but this is just an explanation of where I'm coming from, right? So you have this Glaceon from Prismatic, let's say, and this card used to be worth, pretty sure the Glaceon, we could take a look at it right now actually. Let me pull it up really quick. So boom, right here, we have the Glaceon. We're gonna go from a 6-month time period for majority of these, but as you can see, all in all, this set really is like pretty much 6 months old, so all doesn't really change anything for us right here. But let's quickly look more into this. As you guys can see, ungraded, currently it's 170, but if we look at its highest peak, it was double the price at one point. February, it was $325. March, it was $313, $291, $270. You can see this card slowly starts to take a tank right here. And then from August to September, you can see it's kind of at a flat ground and hasn't changed much from July all the way to September. The price has changed by $4. Which goes to show you that there is a very high possibility that this card will come up in the future But what I recommend doing is waiting, because they are, again, printing so much prismatic right now that all of the value of every single card is just going to tank. And this even includes the beloved Umbreon. So the reason I mention Umbreon is because this is the most expensive card in Scarlet and Violet. Everybody knows this card is the holy grail of Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon in general. From Evolving Skies to Prismatic Evolutions, this card was always a mainstream Eevee evolution. Everybody thought that Umbreon was the coolest Eevee evolution, but it's Espeon. Espeon is the coolest Eevee evolution. But we all know that Eevee is a very lovable card. Everybody loves Eevee as a Pokemon, so people are going to want more of that, right? So, of course, your Eevee evolutions are going to be your more cards that are loved, cards that people are going to want. Everybody saw the Vaporeon from Sword and Shield. Everyone loves the Vaporeon from Sword and Shield. That VMAX promo was just a beautiful card. And then right here, it is $900 for this Umbreon. This is the lowest it's ever been. This card used to be worth $8,700 on its highest. Granted, that was in January, but even a couple months in from that, in April, the card was still over $1,000, which is outrageous. This card hasn't been under $1,000 in months. Goes from January, February, March, April, May, June. June is when it hit its downfall, because during this time period, there has been so many prismatic evolution packs that were printed. It's just crazy. You have the Lucario box, the Sam's Club exclusive that keeps releasing here and there. I actually was able to get my hand on it, and I have a video coming out for that, and you guys probably are going to see that video before you see this video. But I'm just saying, the Lucario box is coming out, and then I believe the Espeon promo, Umbreon promo with the figure set is coming out. So all that's telling me is the prismatic evolutions in the future is going to keep dropping. So it's going to keep dropping, right? When Mega Evolution comes out, Prismatic Evolution is going to be as low as it's ever been. It's going to be, my estimate is this Umbreon is going to go down to $800 or $850. I don't see it going below $800 because the promo card's coming out, so I'm not too sure about what this card's going to do, but nobody knows what the future's going to hold. No one knows what's going to happen. We can just have our theories and our experiments and stuff like that. And I feel like this card is going to go down in the future, and then a couple months passed, and then Umbreon makes a comeback, just like your Mew. Everybody loves Mew, right? You know that Mew is a good mythical Pokemon that everybody loves. So that Pokemon is in a skyrocket. The Mewtwo, skyrocket. All of those cards skyrocketed. Let's take a look at the Mega Evolutions back from 2016 really quick. Just look at these charts. Just look at them. Now again, I'm using price charting for all this, so it does tell you the PSA 10 value of this card right here. And just, oh my god. I'm speechless. This is just crazy. The fact that this is coming up, like the value of this card is coming up so much before Mega Evolution is even out. Like, I know Mega Brave released, but that has nothing to do with Rayquaza right now. But Mega Evolution is going to be huge for the Pokemon world. And I feel like Mega Evolution comes out, these Mega Pokemon, the OG Mega Pokemon from 2016, like Mega, your Blastoise, your Rayquaza that we're looking at right now, your Houndoom that I had, that was once at $3, that is now at $75. It is just crazy to me of what these cards are gonna do in the future. All of your Mega cards, I'm saying this right now. Investing in some of these Mega Evolutions cards from the old sets could be a very good idea, but could also be a very bad idea. Because right now, all of these old Mega Evolution cards, let me just pop a couple up of them on the screen really quick. You see that these cards are at their highest. These are the highest these cards have ever been in the world. And it's crazy to even say that. So if you buy them at their highest, as you know, it could potentially go down in the future, but could go up. I feel it's more likely for the card to go up because of the new set coming out featuring all of the Mega Pokemon. That's just my guess, though. Don't take me on that. But just like looking into buying Mega Pokemon could be a very good idea, but could be a very bad idea. So just keep that in mind that these Mega Pokemon could be like life changing. Like this could change the whole game right here, because these Pokemon are just everywhere. These prices have been crazy. Like look at how quick this Pokemon jumped up. So we're looking at Rayquaza right now, correct? And we're in February. Let me get a quick 6-month chart right here. So we're in June, right? Or July. It's like, all right, yeah, the card's $261. It's a secret, the best hit from Ancient Origins. You go a month in. Oh, yeah, the card went up $30. That's crazy. It's only been a month. And then it goes up $10 or $16, should say. My math's a little rough here. $16. Go to July. Oh, the card went up $100. You go to August. Look, the card's up $80. You go to September, the current moment of time. The card is at $500. We can all see, if we go to all in the charts right here, this is the highest this card has ever been. So if you have, because I know we all have our childhood sets and the old cards that we have sitting inside of a bin, inside of a little single sleeve binder somewhere, you might have this Rayquaza. And if you have this Rayquaza, you are in a gold mine. Even if it is a heavily played card, it is still worth at least 200, even if it's heavily played. We all know that the price varies of the condition of the card. But definitely, if you're able to get your hands on a good condition card right here, would be great. And of course, I also want to take a look at some of the pricing for the grades right here. Now, when I was at a card show, someone had actually said to me that I should get this Mega Rayquaza graded, but I question that because the pricing of the grades compared to the raw value is my condition of my Mega Rayquaza that I have this exact one, if you're wondering, and the back is peeling. It's really bad. The whitening's everywhere. If you have a card that is in very bad condition and you're contemplating getting it graded, because you know some of the older cards, you get them graded like a 2 or a 3 or a 1, can still be worth a lot of money depending on the card that is. And this Rayquaza right here, as you can see, is not worth getting graded even if it's heavily played, because if you take a card out of a slab, boom, it's worth $100 more. That's what I hate about Pokemon and just trading cards in general. If you take a card out of the slab and it's still in really bad condition, even though you got like graded 2 slab, if you cut it off and just take it off, you just made $30 off that card. It makes no sense to me. Even if it is or isn't in the slab, it's still in the same condition as if it wasn't in the slab. It makes no sense. I don't get it. But buying graded cards compared to raw cards, it's iffy. It's here and there. If you buy a graded card and you know the raw value is cheaper, just crack the slab. That's what you have to do. Because the raw value of these cards are just going to the moon. Every Mega Evolution Pokemon and their mother knows this card is skyrocketing. So if you have any Mega Evolution Pokemon from 2016 era, get rid of them while you can, or cross your fingers and hope that once the Mega Evolution set comes out with Phantasmal Flames and everything else, Charizard and Gengar, whew, they're going to places that they've never seen in their life. And I can't wait to see what the outcome's going to be. And yes, well, we have Gardevoir. Now, going back to Scarlet and Violet and what other sets you should invest in, this is just my guess and my hypothesis that I want to make. I feel like Gardevoir is going to go up a lot in the future. That's my guess. I feel like majority of the SIR Gardevoirs are going to raise a lot. The reason I say this is because, well, Gardevoir is featured in the Mega Evolution set, and this card is at a low right now. It's never, as you can see, this card was once $100 back in March of 2023. Of course, that is when the set came out. But this card has been equal grounds for the longest time. It's just been at $40. Like, this card hasn't really moved much. And if we even go back, per se, and look at some of the other Gardevoirs, we have this Gardevoir from our Paldean Fates. Now, Paldean Fates is a lovable set. It also depends on the set that the Gardevoir is coming from. Like, you could have this Sword and Shield full art Gardevoir, it's like $4, right? Yeah, it's a full art, whatever. But you could have an SAR Gardevoir that we just looked at for 40 raw, and then this one that when I just looked, when I pulled this card, I pulled this about August, it was going for $80 when I looked. And then I looked 2 weeks later and the card's at 108. So this goes to tell me that majority of the Gardevoir SIRs are going to skyrocket. So if you can get your hands on any Scarlet and Violet Gardevoirs, now is the time to do it. The best one that I recommend you buying is the Paldean Fates. That set is so loved. Everybody loves Paldean Fates. And then the Scarlet and Violet base set, because that one is more budget friendly, and you know, I'm on a budget sometimes too. So I would love to get my hands on that Scarlet and Violet base set. Actually, I have the one sending out to get graded. Hopefully it comes back at 10. Pray for me. Pray for me. I do have this Paldean Fates one too, but it is very off-centered. Sad face. It's okay though, because the raw value of the Gardevoir and all these cards are very, very high. And for those who don't know, PSA is like the best trading card company. Everybody knows that. Now, I'm not coping. I know it's hard to get a 10, and recently, from what I'm hearing, it's going to be even harder to get a 10, which is aggravating. It's very aggravating. I hate that, but it's just the love of the game, and that's what they got to do to make money, I suppose. And as you can see, the jump from a PSA 9 to a PSA 10 is just crazy. Of course, everybody wants a 10. You get a 9, you get upset. It is what it is. My apologies, guys. A little bit of internet issues and all the cars blowing their horns. I'm trying to find the right time to kind of start talking. But I want to say and just quickly summarize everything we just talked about. Gardevoir, Scarlet and Violet base set is going to be a card you're going to want to invest in. And then the Gardevoir from Paldean Fates, another really good card you want to invest in. And if I want to suggest sets to invest in, Paldean Fates. Like, that is a very good set right now. The hit rates are decent. And if you pull a Bubble Mew, you pull a Bubble Mew. As we just looked at and talked about, the Bubble Mew is as high as it's ever been. The card is like $660 raw. And the set from Scarlet and Violet that is falling off is Prismatic Evolutions. That is the set that's falling off right now. If you want any SIRs from Prismatic, now it's time to get them. If you're dreaming of buying an Umbreon, Moonbreon, and you don't want to spend $2,000 on it, it's $900 right now. I mean, like, this is the lowest it's ever been for Prismatic Evolutions. This set has never sought this low to the ground. Who would have thought that Bubble Mew is only $300? No, it's a big gap. Is only about $300 off to Umbreon SIR from Prismatic Evolutions. Excuse me, but that is the highest valued card in the whole set. Let's not forget about Paldea Evolved. Shout out to Paldea Evolved. Magikarp, we love you. But the best cards to buy, definitely going to be our two Gardevoirs. And then all of our cards from the XY era. There's a couple cards in there that were once $5 that are now jumping to 10. So if they're jumping slowly and surely, buy them now before they really jump in the air. Let me get a little tattoo. Really jump in the air. See it, Sea Space Cowboy. Alright, I'm done. But really, make sure you guys, if you're in the TCG world, you're going to card shows, you're looking at all the stuff they have, and if they have any XY stuff or anything from that Mega Pokemon era, they are going to want to get rid of it because it's been so high. I was a victim to that, by the way. I did get rid of my Mega Blastoise for some Prismatic Evolution SIRs. It's actually how I got these hits right here. But definitely recommend you guys invest in getting some of the Mega Evolution from 2016 and before, because that set is just going to be crazy now. It's going to be even more expensive than what it was right now. For a Elite Trainer box, it's about $400 to get the XY Evolutions one, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was last time I looked, and now I'm sure it's way over that. I looked about a month ago, so do your at-home research and see how much a XY Evolutions ETB is now. And let me know in the comment section, because I'm not going to look it up, and I want you guys to surprise me. Let me know. But it's definitely crazy to see these cards go as high as they've ever been. Like, it's just outrageous. And for me to have a whole binder filled of these XY Evolution cards, I'm sitting on gold. I can't wait. And of course, I'm going to want to keep these cards. These are like my childhood. And I'm going to trade them for other cards in that same era. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of them just to get rid of them. Or I'm going to get Lucario, because I'm trying to collect all Lucarios. Like, come on now, we know. But that'll be all the way here for you guys on today's video. And if you listen to me ramble all the way up until now, thank you very much. And I will see y'all on the next video. We inside now. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Smooches.